Hello YouTube, this is Grover with Grover's E-Bikes. Today we're going to take a ride to the park. As you can see, I got my cockpit laid out, I got my Bluetooth speaker ready, I got my sound, and I'm ready to hit the road. So let's go up the road. What today's topic is about my custom e-bike. My custom e-bike, 30 plus miles an hour. Now, my custom e-bike came a long way. I rode around on my stock e-bike for about a year before I started upgrading to have my custom e-bike Sally here right here. So today we're going to go to the park. We're going to take some pictures, and going to get going here. So let's go right here. This is my back of my neighborhood. All these people, they live in houses, not too many apartments back here. This is just a regular old Virginia neighborhood in Norfolk, Virginia. So, it ain't doing too bad. As you can see, all these houses, they got 3, 4, 5, 6 cars. So many of them the driveway can hold. So some people are parking on the grass, and some people, you just have to find out you fit in where you can fit in, because some of these houses are not built to have 5, 6, 7 cars, so people have to find alternative ways of parking their cars. But anyway, back to my e-bike Sally here. We're going up to the park, we're going to pictures, and try to get some footage for the channel. So one of the reasons I like these back roads is because the speed limit on these back roads are 25 miles an hour. Now the average e-bike is going to go 20 miles an hour. Before my upgrade, my high speed was between 20 and 24. So 25 miles an hour, I had traffic backing up behind me. And a lot of the times, people get aggravated when they're not going the speed limit. So if you're going to stop people from going the speed limit, you probably need to ride on the sidewalk, and which is what my point was. So I did a lot of sidewalk riding on my stock e-bike, and it really, I didn't like it too much. I didn't, because sometimes I want to get on the street and I don't want to hold up traffic because I don't want to be going less than the speed limit. So that's the reason I decided I was going to upgrade my bike, because I want to be on the street sometimes, and I don't want to be, sometimes the traffic is just going to be too hectic. You get 35 miles an hour of traffic, I'm going to be on the sidewalk, like on this main street right here. This main street right here, the speed limit is 35 miles an hour, so I'm going to be on the sidewalk, plus I'm going to avoid this intersection coming up, because I'm going to cut through this parking lot right here. So that's another thing, you have to ride smart. Remember, you're on a bike. It's an e-bike, but it's still a bike. I'm upgraded my e-bike. My e-bike is a little bit more than just a bike right now. I think it's more like a cross between a moped and a bike. It's like a hybrid bike. So that's one of the reasons I'm kind of loving it so much. So I'm going to cut through this parking lot right here, Dollar General, and cut over to the other side, because that's really where I'm going, and avoided that intersection up there. So I'm going to stay here, cut over the other side, the local fish shop right here, Georgia Seafood. Boom. So on the other side, if you're going to catch some fish, that's where you got to go, Georgia Seafood. That's our local fish market right there. No place, there are other places to go, but that's where I usually go, to get fresh fish. So that's the local fish market in my so-called kind of neighborhood, outside my neighborhood kind of, but, and down here, the speed limit is on this street right here. This is like one of the main boulevards right here. So I'm going to be on the sidewalk, and I'm going to cut through the parking lot here again, so I can get to the street that I want, the street that leads up to the park that I'm going to. So this is a little shortcut that I do, because, you have to plan your ride if you're going places. A bike is not really, going to replace your car. It's not going to be your motorcycle. It's just a bike. So You can do things with it, to make it a little more convenient to ride, but it's still a bike in the end. So, I'm not going to hold up traffic because my bike doesn't go fast enough. On this street right here, my traffic on this street right here, because my bike can go 30 miles an hour, and this right here is one of the streets that it's not a 25 miles an hour street, it's a 30 mile an hour street. So I know I can keep up with traffic. So on this street I can get up and get behind and get in traffic, and so that's what I usually do. Now, if somebody want to go bypass me because the speed limit is 30 miles an hour, and if they want to go bypass me and they want to go 40 and go bypass me, that's all right. But if I'm doing the speed limit, I know that they have to share the roads, and I'm within the law to be in the speed limit. And either they want to go outside the law, that's on them. But as long as I can pay the speed limit, sometimes I just get on the road, and it's more convenient to cross busy intersections, especially in town, downtown areas, and around in your neighborhood. So, get on the street when your bike can handle the traffic, and get on the sidewalk your bike cannot handle the traffic. So that's the way I look at it. So right now I can handle the traffic at 30 miles, keeping up with this SUV in front of me. It was a fellow cyclist just went by, but I'm keeping up with this SUV under me. He going probably a little an hour too. So, we're gonna come up here on this stop. Well, he looks like he's gonna take a left. So he's gonna take a left. I'm gonna go up here and come up stop, and we're gonna see the park van right in front of me here. But you're coming up on this stop right here is another way to cross this busy street right here, because if I'm trying to cross this busy street on the sidewalk, things can get a little bit hectic. So by the speed limit being 30 miles an hour on this street, it's easy for me to pull in behind this park van right here. You can see the numbers on the van. I know it's really going to the same park that I'm going to. And the only reason I can do this or keep up with this van is because that hub motor. That hub that I just showed you right there, that hub motor is a 1,000 watt motor, and that has upgraded my riding capacity tremendously. I used to do 20, 24. Now I'm doing 30, 32. So that hub motor was a blessing. I'm glad I need more torque, and my batteries are definitely giving me more range. So a winner all the way around. And I would advise you, if you know how to do it, if you can, and you have one of these, because all these bikes are equal. They have a million of them out there with all kind of names on them, but they're gonna go 20 miles an hour, 24 if they're class 2, and they're gonna go 28 miles an hour if they're class 3. So, it doesn't matter all that fancy naming on them. They're gonna go according to the manufacturer. I mean, there are other bikes that goes faster, my favorite bike I know goes faster than that, which is like the Aerial Grizzly, and I'm probably gonna get into them later. But yeah, the Aerial Grizzly by Aerial Rider is one of the better bikes that might be able to keep up with my Sally here right now, because Sally right now is she's doing really good. I like the way she's keeping up with traffic, and I can go do whatever I want to do on Sally right now. She's just more than a bike right now. She is more than just a bike. Sally is like a cross between a moped and a bike. So she is like really an e-bike, but I've taken the pedal assist off it because because of my motorcycle memory. I really don't like pedal assist too much, I'll be honest with you. And one day I'm going to do a little topic on pedal assist, explaining why I don't like the pedal assist feature. But now I'm here at the park. I'm going to ride up here to the back of the park and see what's going on. There's some houses in the back of the park that really show me there's a good view back there, these houses. And they're like old Virginia houses that's in a family for like centuries, it looks like. The houses, it's old money Virginia. They look like they're not modern houses, so you might you might think it's poor people live back there because of the houses, but it's people live back there. That lakefront property houses been in their family for centuries, and you can see how they built house after house after house on their land. So, I'm going to ride back there, and it's a good ambiance. I'm going to ride back there and take some pictures of that. You know, I might show them at the end. So we're close to the end now anyway. So here are the pictures, and I'm on my way back there. So these pictures are, you know, look at these houses. You know, they've been back there for centuries. A bunch of them, it's like they're just building house after house. As one get old and abandoned, they build another one, because these houses, like, they've been back there for like late 1800s to early 1900s. So anyway, that's it, folks. I'll see you all. Like and subscribe, and see you all next time.